in the university and will shortly begin the inaugural session. I again kindly request to take your respective seats so that we will maintain a discipline and will carry the inaugural session peacefully thereafter. I kindly request to all to please take their seats.
ଆମର ଭଲେଣ୍ଟିୟର ମାନଙ୍କୁ ଅନୁରୋଧ କରୁଛି ମିଡ଼ିଆ ବନ୍ଧୁମାନଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ଯେଉଁ ସ୍ଥାନ ସଂରକ୍ଷଣ ହୋଇ ରହିଛି ସେହି ସ୍ଥାନରେ ମିଡ଼ିଆ ବନ୍ଧୁମାନଙ୍କୁ ବସାଇବାରେ ସେମାନେ ସାହାଯ୍ୟ କରନ୍ତି। ସେଠାରେ ଅନ୍ୟ ଛାତ୍ରଛାତ୍ରୀ ବା ଅନ୍ୟ କେହି ବସିଲେ ଅସୁବିଧା ସୃଷ୍ଟି ହେଉଛି, ତେଣୁ ମିଡ଼ିଆ ବନ୍ଧୁମାନଙ୍କୁ ସେଠାରେ ବସାଇବା ପାଇଁ ଆମର ଭଲେଣ୍ଟିୟର ବନ୍ଧୁମାନଙ୍କୁ ପୁଣି ଥରେ ଅନୁରୋଧ କରୁଛି।
ମୋରି କଥାଟା ଶୁଭୁଛି ତମ ମନେ ହଉଛି ତ? ହଁ 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 ସେପଟେ କହିଲା।
I request all to please maintain discipline. Our dignitaries are here with us. I request all to kindly take their respective seats.
दास सहायक प्रोफेसर ओडिया फकीर मोहन पवित्र माटी आपण मान स्वागत करुछि। चतुर्थ ओडिशा गवेषणा सम्मेलन उद्घाटन उत्सव अनुष्ठित होगी। यही अवसर में अतिथि माने आम गहन उपस्थित हो सारे समस्त को फकीर मोहन विश्वविद्यालय तरफ सुस्वागतम एवं अभिनंदन। आज आम गहन उपस्थित अच्छा प्रोफेसर क्षितिभूषण दास महोदय सम्माननीय कुलपति केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय झारखंड, प्रोफेसर संतोष कुमार त्रिपाठी महोदय सम्माननीय कुलपति फकीर मोहन विश्वविद्यालय बालेश्वर, प्रोफेसर भास्कर बेहरा महोदय सम्माननीय अध्यक्ष स्नातकोत्तर परिषद फकीर मोहन विश्वविद्यालय बालेश्वर, आम गहन उपस्थित अच्छा उच्च शिक्षा विभाग ओडिशा सरकार पदस्थ अधिकारी वृंद, सभा उपस्थित विभिन्न विश्वविद्यालय सम्माननीय कुलपति वृंद, उपस्थित बुद्धिजीवी मंडली, विश्वविद्यालय शिक्षक शिक्षयित्री कर्मचारी वृंद, गवेषणा सम्मेलन में अंशग्रहण कर सम्माननीय विषय विशारद मंडल और गवेषक वृंद, श्रद्धेय छात्र छात्री, इलेक्ट्रोनिक और प्रिंट मीडिया बंधुगण, समस्त को पुणी थे फकीर मोहन विश्वविद्यालय आयोजित होता ओडिशा गवेषणा सम्मेलन को स्वागत करुछि।
Fakir Mohon University, in association with Odisha State Higher Education Council, Government of Odisha, is the proud host of this 3 days prestigious event, that is 4th Odisha Research Conclave 2024. A very good morning to one and all. I, Rajeshri Datta, Assistant Professor of Political Science, on behalf of Fakir Mohon University and Odisha State Higher Education Council, welcome you all to this Odisha Research Conclave 2024. Now I take this opportunity to invite esteemed Vice Chancellor, Fakir Mohon University, Professor Santosh Kumar Tripathi sir, to grace the dais. I now invite Professor क्षितिभूषण Das, esteemed Vice Chancellor, Central University of Jharkhand, to grace the dais. I now invite Chairman Postgraduate Council, Professor Bhaskar Behera sir, to grace the dais.
उत्कलीय संस्कृति सभ्यता और परंपरा रही एक निरापन जो प्रकृतिर उपासना को दि जाए गुरुत्व वृक्ष पूजार यह महान परंपरार सम्मानार्थे यही अवसर में मु अतिथि मान चारा निरदान पूर्वक सभार उद्घाटन करने को अनुरोध जनाऊँ।
छन्दसामृषभो विश्वरूपः छन्दोभ्योऽध्यवतात् सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया शृणोतु।
Thank you. Now I request all to stand up for the university anthem. জয় যাত্রা তার সরিব নাহি তো পথ যেতে গেলে কণ্টকিত কাಳର অমৃত সীমারে খাড়ে বাঁটি বসি জ্ঞানামৃত বাঁটি বসি জ্ঞানামৃত ধন্যায় ব্যাস বিহার ধন্যায় জ্ঞান মন্দির মুক্ত কণ্ঠিয়াস গৌরবানন্দে মুক্ত কণ্ঠিয়াস গৌরবানন্দে করি বহি জয় জয় করি বহি জয় জয় করি বহি জয় জয় Now I request our student volunteers to welcome our guests on the dais by offering plants of love. I now request esteemed Vice Chancellor, Fakir University, Professor Santosh Kumar Tripathi sir, to preside over this inaugural session. Thank you, sir. Learning is striving. Decades of research has led us to where we are today. Odisha Research Conclave 2024 will see the amalgamation of various vibrant research culture prevalent in universities and institutes, not only in Odisha but across India. The objective is to create an enriching academic environment through brainstorming sessions and networking opportunities. So on this auspicious occasion, we have with us Professor Santosh Kumar Tripathi sir, who is the Vice Chancellor of Fakir University and Maharaja Sri Ram Chandra Gunjari University. He has contributed extensively to research, innovation and higher education, focusing on academic excellence and fostering holistic development. He has authored and edited around 104 articles, 13 books, and has the distinction of an excellent teacher in the field of human resource management, organizational behavior, and labor laws. He received UGC Research Award, NIPM Award, and many more to this credit. I now request sir to please come and deliver the welcome address.
ଫକୀରମୋହନଙ୍କ ମାଟିରେ ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ ସ୍ୱାଗତ ନ କଲେ ବୋଧେ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ଅସ୍ମିତାକୁ ଅପମାନ ହେବ। ସେଥିପାଇଁ ମୁଁ ମୋର ବକ୍ତବ୍ୟ ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ ରଖିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛି। ମୁଁ ଭାବୁଛି ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଏ ବକ୍ତବ୍ୟ ବୁଝାଯିବ ନିଶ୍ଚୟ। ଓଡ଼ିଶା ସରକାରଙ୍କର ଉଚ୍ଚଶିକ୍ଷା ବିଭାଗ ଆନୁକୂଲ୍ୟରେ ଫକୀରମୋହନ ବିଶ୍ୱବିଦ୍ୟାଳୟଠାରେ ଆଜିଠାରୁ 3 ଦିନ ଧରି ଓଡ଼ିଶା ଗବେଷଣା ସମ୍ମିଳନୀ, ଯାହାକୁ ମୁଁ ସାଧାରଣ ଭାବେ ଗବେଷଣା ମହାକୁମ୍ଭ ରୂପେ ଆରମ୍ଭ ହେଉଛି। ଏହି ଗବେଷଣା ସମ୍ମିଳନୀକୁ ଉଦ୍ଘାଟନ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଆମ ଗହଣରେ ଉପସ୍ଥିତ କେନ୍ଦ୍ରୀୟ ବିଶ୍ୱବିଦ୍ୟାଳୟର ଝାଡ଼ଖଣ୍ଡର କୁଳପତି ପ୍ରଫେସର ପ୍ରୀତିଭୂଷଣ ଦାସ ମହୋଦୟଙ୍କୁ ମୁଁ ସ୍ୱାଗତ ଜଣାଉଛି ଏବଂ ଆମର ଆଗ୍ରହୀ ନେତାରେ ଏ ଉତ୍ସବରେ ଉପସ୍ଥିତ ଥିବାରୁ ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ ଜଣାଉଛି। ସମ୍ମାନନୀୟ ସ୍ନାତକୋତ୍ତର ପରିଷଦର ଅଧ୍ୟକ୍ଷ ଭାସ୍କର ବେହେରା ମହୋଦୟ, ସମ୍ମୁଖରେ ଉପସ୍ଥିତ ଓଡ଼ିଶାର ବିଭିନ୍ନ ବିଶ୍ୱବିଦ୍ୟାଳୟର କୁଳପତି ତଥା MS ଲ ୟୁନିଭର୍ସିଟିର କୁଳପତି କମଲଜିତ ସାର୍, GM ୟୁନିଭର୍ସିଟି ଗଙ୍ଗାଧର ମେହର ୟୁନିଭର୍ସିଟିର ନାଗରାଜ ସାର୍, ବିଜୁ ପଟ୍ଟନାୟକ ୟୁନିଭର୍ସିଟି ଅଫ୍ ଟେକ୍ନୋଲୋଜିର ପ୍ରଫେସର ଅମିୟ କୁମାର ରଥ ସାର୍, ଧରେନ୍ଦ୍ର ୟୁନିଭର୍ସିଟିର ପ୍ରଫେସର ପ୍ରତାପ କୁମାର ମହାନ୍ତି ସାର୍, ବ୍ରହ୍ମପୁର ୟୁନିଭର୍ସିଟିର ମ୍ୟାଡାମ ଗୀତାରାଣୀ ଦାସ ମ୍ୟାଡାମ, ବିକ୍ରମଦେବ ୟୁନିଭର୍ସିଟିର ଦେବୀ ପ୍ରସାଦ ମିଶ୍ର ସାର୍, ଆମର ପୂର୍ବତନ କୁଳପତି ମ୍ୟାଡାମ ମଧୁମିତା ଦାସ, ଆମ ଗହଣରେ ଉପସ୍ଥିତ ଆଇଜର ବ୍ରହ୍ମପୁରର ଡିରେକ୍ଟର ଅଶୋକ କୁମାର ଗାଙ୍ଗୁଲି ମହୋଦୟ, ସମ୍ମାନୀୟ ନିମନ୍ତ୍ରିତ ଅତିଥିବୃନ୍ଦ, ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କୁ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଏ ମହାକୁମ୍ଭକୁ ମୁଁ ସ୍ୱାଗତ କରୁଛି। ଏହି ମହାକୁମ୍ଭରେ ବାଲେଶ୍ୱରର ଅନେକ ବୁଦ୍ଧିଜୀବୀ ଉପସ୍ଥିତ ଅଛନ୍ତି। ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କ ନାଁ ନେବା ମୋ ପକ୍ଷେ ସମ୍ଭବ ନୁହେଁ, ତେଣୁ ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କୁ ମଧ୍ୟ ଏଠିକି ମୁଁ ସ୍ୱାଗତ କରୁଛି। ଆମର ନିମନ୍ତ୍ରଣ ରଖି ଆପଣମାନେ ଏଠି ଉପସ୍ଥିତ ଥିବାରୁ ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କୁ ସ୍ୱାଗତ ଜଣାଉଛି। ଏ ମହାକୁମ୍ଭରେ 420 ଜଣ ଗବେଷକ ଯୋଗ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି। ସେମାନଙ୍କର ନିବନ୍ଧ ଏଠି ଉପସ୍ଥାପିତ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, ସନ୍ଦର୍ଭ ଉପସ୍ଥାପିତ କରୁଛନ୍ତି। ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ମଧ୍ୟ ମୁଁ ଅଭିନନ୍ଦନ ଜଣାଉଛି ଏବଂ ସ୍ୱାଗତ ଜଣାଉଛି। ମୋର ସମସ୍ତ ଶିକ୍ଷକ, କର୍ମଚାରୀ ଏ ମହାକୁମ୍ଭକୁ ସମୃଦ୍ଧ କରିଛନ୍ତି ନିଜ ଶ୍ରମ ଜରିଆରେ ଏବଂ ସମୃଦ୍ଧ କରିଛନ୍ତି ନିଜର ଉପସ୍ଥିତି ଜରିଆରେ। ସେଥିପାଇଁ ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ମଧ୍ୟ ସ୍ୱାଗତ କରୁଛି। ଫକୀରମୋହନ ବିଶ୍ୱବିଦ୍ୟାଳୟ କେବଳ ଶ୍ରେଣୀଗୃହର ଚାରିକାନ୍ତ ଭିତରେ ଶିକ୍ଷା ଓ ଗବେଷଣା ପର ଏକ ବୃହତ୍ତର ପ୍ରସଙ୍ଗକୁ ସୀମିତ କରି ଅଧ୍ୟୟନ କରିବାରେ ବିଶ୍ୱାସ କରେ ନାହିଁ। ଏହି ବିଶ୍ୱବିଦ୍ୟାଳୟ ସର୍ବଦା ଗୁଣାତ୍ମକ ଓ ମୂଲ୍ୟବୋଧ ଯୁକ୍ତ ଶିକ୍ଷା ତଥା ଗବେଷଣାକୁ ପ୍ରାଥମିକତା ଦେଇ ଆସିଛି। ବିଶେଷତଃ ଗବେଷଣା କ୍ଷେତ୍ରରେ ଗବେଷକମାନଙ୍କୁ ଗବେଷଣା ସମ୍ପର୍କୀୟ ନୈତିକ ଶିଳାଚାର ଓ ପ୍ରକାଶନ ବିଷୟରେ ଅବଧାରଣା ଅବ୍ୟାହତ ରଖିବା ପାଇଁ ଆମେ ସାମୂହିକ ଭାବରେ ସମସ୍ତ ଗବେଷକଙ୍କ ନିମନ୍ତେ ଏହି ପ୍ରକାଶନ ଶିଳାଚାର ପ୍ରସଙ୍ଗ ଆଧାରିତ କର୍ମଶାଳା ଆମ ଭିତରେ ପ୍ରତିବର୍ଷ ଆୟୋଜିତ କରି ଆସୁଥିଲୁ। ଏ ବର୍ଷ ଓଡ଼ିଶା ସରକାରଙ୍କ ସହଯୋଗ ଏବଂ ଓଡ଼ିଶା ସରକାରଙ୍କର ସମ୍ପୂର୍ଣ୍ଣ ସହଯୋଗିତାରେ ଆମକୁ ଓଡ଼ିଶା ଗବେଷଣା ସମ୍ମିଳନୀ 4/0 ଆୟୋଜନ କରିବାକୁ ସୁଯୋଗ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି। ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଓଡ଼ିଶା ସରକାର ମୁଁ ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ ଜଣାଉଛି ଏବଂ ଅଭିନନ୍ଦନ ଜଣାଉଛି। ଏଠି ଉପସ୍ଥିତ ଓଡ଼ିଶା ସରକାରଙ୍କ ତରଫରୁ ସମସ୍ତ ଅଧିକାରୀମାନଙ୍କୁ ମୁଁ ସ୍ୱାଗତ କରୁଛି। ଆମ କୁଳ ସଚିବ ଏବଂ ନୀତି ନିୟନ୍ତ୍ରୀ ଯେଉଁମାନଙ୍କ ସହଯୋଗ ଅକ୍ଲାନ୍ତ ପରିଶ୍ରମ ଯୋଗୁଁ ଏ ସମ୍ମିଳନୀ ଅନୁଷ୍ଠିତ ହେଉଛି, ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ମଧ୍ୟ ମୁଁ ଅଭିନନ୍ଦନ ଆଉ ସ୍ୱାଗତ ଜଣାଉଛି। ଏଥିସହିତ ଗବେଷକମାନଙ୍କୁ ଚଳିତ ଶତାବ୍ଦୀର ଯୁଗୀୟ ବୈଶିଷ୍ଟ୍ୟ ଅନୁସାର ଆବଶ୍ୟକ ବିଭିନ୍ନ ସଫ୍ଟୱେୟାର ବିଷୟରେ ହ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡସ୍ ଅନ୍ ଟ୍ରେନିଂ ସହ ଏଠି ଯେଉଁ ଗବେଷଣା ହେଉଛି ଏବଂ ସେ ଗବେଷକ ଛାତ୍ରଛାତ୍ରୀମାନେ ଏଠି ଉପସ୍ଥିତ ଥିବାରୁ ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ମଧ୍ୟ ସ୍ୱାଗତ ଜଣାଉଛି। ବିଶ୍ୱବିଦ୍ୟାଳୟଗୁଡ଼ିକର ନିଜସ୍ୱ ସ୍ୱତନ୍ତ୍ର ବ୍ୟବସ୍ଥା ସହ ଉଚ୍ଚଶିକ୍ଷା ବିଭାଗ ଓ ଓଡ଼ିଶା ସରକାରଙ୍କ ଏଭଳି ସମ୍ମିଳନୀ ଆୟୋଜନ କରିବାରେ ଭୂମିକା ପ୍ରଶଂସନୀୟ। ଅଧ୍ୟାପକ ଓ ଛାତ୍ରଛାତ୍ରୀମାନେ ସ୍ୱତନ୍ତ୍ର ଗବେଷଣା ଅନୁଦାନ ଏହାର ଦୃଷ୍ଟାନ୍ତ। OURIP ଏବଂ ମୁଖ୍ୟମନ୍ତ୍ରୀ ରିସର୍ଚ୍ଚ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଇନୋଭେଟିଭ ପ୍ରୋଗ୍ରାମ ଜରିଆରେ ଯେଉଁମାନେ ପ୍ରକଳ୍ପ ଅଧିକାରୀ ହୋଇଛନ୍ତି ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ମଧ୍ୟ ए सम्मेलन को स्वागत जनाऊँ। अनुष्ठान परीक्षागार ग्रंथागार इत्यादि आमे उन्नत अवस्था जोगे समस्त चेष्टित समस्त कुलपति ओडिशा विशेषकर राज्य सरकार अधीन कुलपति मान गवेषणा को प्रोत्साहन देवाई सतत चेष्टित गवेषणा सम्मेलन में स्पष्ट देखा परिप्रेक्षी बालेश्वर फकीरमोहन विश्वविद्यालय निजक प्रतिष्ठित करने समाज जड़ित कार्यधारा जरिया आग को बढ़ा प्रचेषा जारी रखी आंचलिक स्थिति में बालेश्वर परिचय भित्ति अविभक्त बालेश्वर जिलार परिचय धान पान मीन और फकीरमोहन स्वतंत्र गवेषणा जरिया नूतन तथ्य विकसित करने पदक्षेप आम ग्रहण कर फकीरमोहन सेनापति ओडिया भाषा साहित्य स्वतंत्र परिचय लड़ई अन्यतम साधक नाम नामित विश्वविद्यालय ओडिया भाषा साहित्य गवेषणा तथा शिक्षा प्रदान क्षेत्र में स्वतंत्र स्थान ग्रहण कर फकीरमोहन साहित्य जरिए भाषा साहित्य आलोचना गवेषणा और शिक्षा व्यवस्था को सुदृढ़ करने उद्यम आम जारी रखु फकीर भारत स्वतंत्र निदर्शन उत्कर्ष गवेषणा केंद्र जरिए फकीरमोहन विश्वविद्यालय जैव विज्ञान परिवेश विज्ञान और पदार्थ विज्ञान स्वतंत्र गवेषणा आरंभ करिछि यह राज्य तथा राष्ट्र महत्वपूर्ण या छड़ा वर्तमान जातीय धान गवेषणा केंद्र सहभागी धान केंद्रीय मत्स्य और जल संपद अनुष्ठान सह मीन तथा आम निजस्व गवेषणा भित्ति पान उपर आम गुरुत्व देउछु एवं से गवेषणा आरंभ करिछु धान गवेषणा एनआरआई ओयूएटी सह एवं मीन गवेषणा सिफा सिप्री और जेडीएसआई सह बुझामणा पत्र स्वाक्षरित गवेषणा मान वृद्धि दक्षिण कोरिया चुंगनाम नेशनल यूनिवर्सिटी सुनचू यूनिवर्सिटी एवं कोंगपाक यूनिवर्सिटी सह बुझामणा पत्र स्वाक्षरित होई आंतर्जातिक गवेषणा को आम प्रोत्साहित कर गवेषणा को उत्कृष्ट करने एठारे आम इनक्यूबेशन सेंटर प्रतिष्ठा करिछु एवं विभिन्न एनजीओ सामाजिक संपर्क को मजबूत करने सामाजिक सेवा को आगे को बढ़ावा आम चुक्तिबद्ध होइछु प्राकृतिक विपर्यय तथा विद्युत आघात जनित विपर्यय मुकाबला विभिन्न प्रकार पदक्षेप ग्रहण करा विषय आम ए वर्ष एक प्रकल्प पाइछु जहाँ विशेष गवेषणा संभव वर्तमान सुधा सारा राज्य 16 प्रकार धान आनी 16 प्रकार पान आनी स्वतंत्र बरज परीक्षागार में पान उपर स्वतंत्र गवेषणा अंचल तथा राज्य महत्व रख परीक्षागार क्षेत्र लैब टू लैब ये विश्वास रखी आम अनुष्ठान स्थानीय अंचल शिशु मान विद्यालयमुखी कराइबा ग्रामीण क्रीड़ा प्रतियोगिता स्वतंत्र क्रीड़ा प्रस्तुत करने स्वतंत्र परीक्षागार भविष्य गवेषक सृष्टि करने और ऑडियो वीडियो स्टूडियो जरिया प्रशिक्षण प्रदान कर कुशली और स्वावलंबी मनुष्य गढ़ा उद्यम आरंभ कर विश्वविद्यालय 2टी डाटा सेंटर प्रतिष्ठा गवेषणा कार्य को त्वरान्वित कर सहायक हो भारतीय पाणीपाग विभाग सह सहबंधन में एडब्ल्यूएस प्रतिष्ठा पाणीपाग संबंधी तथ्य ग्रहण कर आगामी दिन में पाणीपाग अनुध्यान और विषय स्वतंत्र गवेषणा पाणीपाग विज्ञान पाठ्यक्रम आरंभ करने आम गुरुत्व देवरी सेंसर डाटा तरफ दैनिक जनगणना संग्रह सृष्टि जनगणना डाटा संग्रह कर परवर्ती समय यार सदुपयोग कर सुबंदोबस्त कर जड़े कहते गवेषणा अर्थ डीए एंड टी आम से विश्वास करूना आम डाटा को तथ्य हिसाब से ग्रहण करूँ से प्रकृत गवेषणा करने आम प्रकृष्ट क्षेत्र या उद्यम रखु ओडिशार अन्य उन्नत शिक्षानुष्ठान सह कांधरे कांध मिले ये विश्वविद्यालय राज्य तथा देश में प्रमुख स्थान ग्रहण करने उद्यम जारी रखी विश्वविद्यालय अध्ययनरत विद्यार्थी मान शिक्षक मान दक्षता वृद्धि और कौशल विकास नूतन शिक्षा नीति अनुसार आईडी को स्वागत कला आम कृत्रिम मौलिकता प्रासंगिक पाठ्यक्रम प्रचलन पर विश्वास करूँ आह्वान विकसित ओडिशा 2036 और विकसित भारत 2047 आम ग्रहण करूँ एवं राज्य तथा केंद्र सरकार का आह्वान को आम स्वीकार कर आग को बढ़ा चेष्टा करूँ एक कथा केवल फकीरमोहन विश्वविद्यालय नुहे आज गवेषणा सम्मेलन प्रमाणित कर ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱରର ନୂଆପାଡ଼ିଟା ଆପଣମାନେ ଏକତ୍ରିତ ହେଇଯିବେ। ପ୍ରଥମେ ଯିବା ଆସିବାର ସମସ୍ୟା, ଦ୍ୱିତୀୟରେ ରହିବାର ସମସ୍ୟା, ସବୁ ସତ୍ତ୍ୱେ ଆପଣମାନେ ଆମ ନିମନ୍ତ୍ରଣ ରକ୍ଷା କରି ଏଠି ଆସି ଆମ ସହିତ ସହଯୋଗିତାର ହାତ ବଢ଼େଇବେ। ମୁଁ ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କୁ ପୁଣି ଥରେ ସ୍ୱାଗତ କରୁଛି, ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ ଜଣାଉଛି। ନମସ୍କାର, ଜୟ ହିନ୍ଦ।
ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ ସାର୍ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ବହୁମୂଲ୍ୟ ଓ ସୁଚିନ୍ତିତ ମତାମତ ପାଇଁ। ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଉନ୍ମୋଚନର ପର୍ବ। ମୁଁ ଅତିଥିମାନଙ୍କୁ ଅନୁରୋଧ କରୁଛି ସେମାନେ ବିଶ୍ୱବିଦ୍ୟାଳୟ ତରଫରୁ ପ୍ରସ୍ତୁତ ହୋଇଥିବା ସ୍ମରଣିକାର ଉନ୍ମୋଚନ କରିବେ ଏବଂ ଛାତ୍ରଛାତ୍ରୀମାନଙ୍କୁ ଅନୁରୋଧ ସେମାନେ ସହଯୋଗ କରିବେ। ଆମର ପରମ୍ପରା ଅନୁଯାୟୀ ଆମେ ଆମର ଏହି ସ୍ଥାନୀୟ ଅଛି ତାହା ସାହାଯ୍ୟରେ ତାକୁ ଉନ୍ମୋଚନ କରିଛୁ। ଏହା ଆମର ଯେଉଁ କୌଳିକ କୃତି ଅଛି ଲୋକମାନଙ୍କର ତାକୁ ବେଶୀ ପରିମାଣରେ ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ସାହାଯ୍ୟ କରିବ। ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ। ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ମୁଁ ଆମର ସମ୍ମାନନୀୟ କୁଳପତି ପ୍ରଫେସର ସନ୍ତୋଷ କୁମାର ତ୍ରିପାଠୀ ମହୋଦୟଙ୍କୁ ଅନୁରୋଧ କରିବି ସେ ସମ୍ମାନନୀୟ ପ୍ରଫେସର କ୍ଷିତିଭୂଷଣ ଦାସ ମହୋଦୟଙ୍କୁ ଉପହାର ଦେଇ ସମ୍ବର୍ଦ୍ଧନା ପ୍ରଦାନ କରିବା ହେବେ।
Thank you, sir, for doing the needful.
ସମସ୍ତେ ଏଇଠି ପକେଇଲେ ଆମେ କେଇଠି
Professor
ପକେଇବା?
Inaugural Das, Vice Chancellor,
ଯାଇ
Central
ହଉନି।
University of Jharkhand, Ranchi, has an illustrative career spanning over 44 years. He is the first from the state universities of Odisha to become a Vice Chancellor of a central university. He has served as a member of many important committees of UGC and Planning Commission. He is a National Fellow of ICSSR, the second Odia from social sciences background to receive this prestigious highest research fellowship. His academic credentials are established from the fact that he served as visiting professor in two foreign universities in Mauritius and Japan. We are indeed obliged to have Professor Inaugural Das sir with us. Now I request sir to please address the gathering.
Esteemed Vice Chancellor of Pakistan University, Professor Santosh Kumar Tripathi, the convener of this university, respected Vice Chancellors, the past and the present ones, the Director, ISA Bhubaneswar, the galaxies of intellectuals present here, the erudite professors, the faculty members, registrar of this university, the statutory officers, the researchers, the students, the staff members of this university, the members of Council of Higher Education, Government of Odisha, dignitaries which are invited to this conclave. First, I would like to clap for the fantastic idea what Professor Santosh Tripathi spoke about. Indeed, I envy when I heard him speaking in Odia. I tried, but I failed many a time. I must confess it. The way he spoke, I think probably I will sort of language. I try to speak in Odia also in Hindi because I have to speak in Hindi because where in the morning itself I was telling someone that is such a place. If I speak in English, probably there will be no clapping. Nobody will listen to that one. You have to speak. You are bound to speak in Hindi, and I think probably I developed certain proficiency in speaking in Hindi. That's okay. But thanks to him. Another thanks I would like to give to the Department of Education, Council of Higher Education, and FM University for organizing such a fabulous, such a fantastic gathering of intellectuals and researchers for a deliberation of, for a discussion of how to comply to the aspirations of this country and also of course this state. The aspiration that I will come to you later on, but where I entered into the campus in the evening yesterday, I think that the environment, the milieu, there was enthusiasm everywhere. So that late evening I found it. I met some of my good old friends, and it is really surprising when also in the morning there is a lot of enthusiasm here. So thanks for that. When I received this invitation from Professor Tripathi, with whom I served for many years, and I enjoyed very close rapport with him, I just wanted to know exactly whether this is for the first time, this is happening, this event is happening, or it was happening earlier also. So he told me that this is probably third or the fourth time this is being organized here in Odisha. Then I asked, I inquired about what should be the purpose. That what matters is when you invite the brilliant minds to come together. What should be the purpose? What exactly the research concludes? Is it to accelerate the research in the state, as I heard it? Of course, this is an evolving university, trying to striving hard to establish its credibility. But one thing that I was surprised, during all these conclaves, is there any report which I can say research for whom and research for what? That's a big question one would like to answer. Research for whom and for what? As I said, is it complying to the aspirations of this country and as well as to this state? There is only one agenda, only one aspiration of this country and this state, already specified, already spelled out by Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Tripathi here. It is Viksit Bharat, and the other way we say, besides we can say Viksit Odisha or Resurgent Odisha. And we have a timeline for that. Viksit Odisha 2047 and Viksit Odisha or Resurgent Odisha by 2036. And we know what are the relationships, why this timeline is fixed. One thing that already, what exactly when we mean Viksit Bharat or Viksit Odisha? The way it is conceived, it is not like the Viksit or the developed nations, developed countries that we witness for other countries. Like Western countries, they have a different definition, etc. Not very materialistic. We are very proud of our soft power. So we say we want a culturally aligned developed country by 2047. The same way, a culturally aligned resurgent Odisha. At least Asmita, Odisha, Asmita. So that is what we say. It is taking our culture, our indigenous traditions into account. We must progress, we must go ahead with that. So resurgent Odisha is also like that. But what is the requisite? Let me just inquire about what is the requirement, what is the requisite to become a developed or a bit shaper. The one point that I always consider is that a dependent country cannot be termed as if at all you are dependent on some other countries for anything, you cannot be termed as, you cannot be said that you are developed. In order to become developed, you have to be Atmanirbhar, you have to be self-sufficient, self-reliant. So, what is the necessity of that? Food, fertilizer, fuel, energy, technology, whatever you say, anything, you need to be independent. I say this about independent, inside dependent, but that is not dependent. So, independent, the word that I included, research it, you find it is inside dependent. We are not dependent on others. So that is why we talk about import substitution. Now coming back to that one. In order to become Atmanirbhar, self-reliant, self-sufficient, what is the prerequisite? That's the question. We want a transformation of this country and this state. Transformation is the ultimate goal, the desired goal. The desired goal is a transformation. We have determined how you are going. Destination is there, and a roadmap has already been prepared. So, that is a transformation is the result. The way we have to move is, as our Prime Minister always talks about, reform and perform. So, reform matters. We have to take many initiatives. Here also we are for that. We are for reform and perform. What reforms are essential for that? I think wrong. There are a lot of reform measures, policy options have been taken during all these years, over 10 years if you look at it. And the result is that India is a bright spot now. So, is it adequate? We talk about demographic dividend, we say our resources, we have everything. But the thing is that we are not able to transform it. We need reforms. So the biggest reform of the century, which you can term it mother of all reform, mother of all country. It has the ability to skilled manpower for the entire globe. And we can witness, we can see. If you do some research on that, you can find it there. So that is what reform is, and NEP has the capability, has the strength, has the capacity, all that. So when the perform is concerned, reform and perform, it comes to implementation, the grounding and perform. What are the policies which are prepared, the reforms, whether they are being implemented in the ground, is there any ground reality to that one? And how it is being implemented? There are two drivers of development and growth. There are two. One is the innovation and the other is entrepreneurship. So innovation and entrepreneurship, they are two sides, not one side, not two sides. They are complementary to each other. And these are the two drivers of growth and development. There is no way out. When we talk about this innovation, you see about we are here to deliberate on that. We have studied it from time immemorial. History is the witness. You can find it has already been proved there are evidences starting from industrial revolution to this digital era. We are able to find these are two criteria contributed for the growth and development of any country. We have evidences at present also. Very small country I am referring to, South Korea. Last year I had been to, we had some MOU with South Korean universities, 3 universities there. I've seen it, the way they perform, they do these things, the preferences. South Korea, Singapore, you talk about Israel. Sure, Israel, what is doing? Already demonstrated its capability. Very small countries. Taiwan. So all they have demonstrated already proved. Very small countries, I'm not referring, even Switzerland. So innovation, all these things that I am talking about, only 1 or 2 companies. When I went to South Korea, I found Samsung India. Now Samsung India is giving us 1 crore rupees out of my university to teach Hindi and culture to their scholars. So for that they are going to pay us 1 crore rupees because they have a lot of huge investment in India. So we have also got offer from Sri Lanka. So anyway, that is another part. It's about this. So they have dominating the electronics, the ICT, the automobiles, the defense. They have dominated in the entire world. And if you look at our third Kankel, the Kankel proposal, which was later on became WTO, it has got 3 components. TRIPS and GATS. The most important we are here to discuss about the trade-related intellectual property rights, which talks about this patents, copyrights, geographical indications, suggestions, and many more. Whatever we eat, whatever we consume, everything. So, any country which has more number of patents, they dominate. So, what you find, economic subjugation, economic sovereignty is in danger. There is enough bullying tactics by all these players. And very recently I was going through a report wherein in America itself there are more than 20 lakh patents. More than 20 lakh patents developed over 2 centuries. And you find that in almost every sector, in almost every sector. So what is the dominance in the world economy? For everything that you consume, it may be food, fertilizer, anything that you consume, you have to pay a royalty from that. Unless you find out an alternative, you find out your own value. So look, what is that one? That is again coming back to dependency. So dependency is on everything. For a technology also, there is dependency. For anything, for a defense, there is dependency. Can a dependent country, again coming back to that question, can a dependent country be termed as a developed one? Certainly not. That is one. Another aspect, why this conflict? What is the intent? This is agenda. But what is the intent of this conflict? We look at that. One thing that research conflict. This is about when we talk about development, always we use a word that is a prefix, research. Research is a suffix development. So that means development is always guided, implemented by research. That is what we say, research and development. Then again, if that is can be linked to entrepreneurship, which is at startups, then there is a fantastic what I say about. Look at Foxconn. Next is Hyundai. Next is Samsung. All the rest, there are many more companies. That is where the startups number we say how many unicorns we have, how many startups. Only day before yesterday there was a report that Tamil Nadu had stopped the list with filing patents and with the startups. So some instances you can say that is there, but how innovation is a product of research. So how it contributes to the growth development of a country? As we know about this, that innovation only contributes in design. in developing new products, new processes, uh, new services, new technology, maybe some alternative technology, maybe both for cost effectiveness, changing the composition, the ingredients of a product. So that is what an innovation is. Well, our idea is that one. But the most important part is that innovation has also the capability to prescribe a shift in our economy. Suppose we talk about this. We say resource cost. Resource cost. He says I am referring to just Professor Joseph Stiglitz. 1993 he got the Nobel Prize for this writing that is a resource cost. It's about that. He is a professor of Columbia University. But he writes that any country which is full of resources, they are poor. For what? And why they are poor? Here they have studied enough our resources. We are rich by resources, poor people are here. And we have been telling it from my childhood, we have been telling it. And there is no solution to this area. Now, so that is another question is about. Now coming back to, since 2014, we listen to one thing, that is a competitive federalism. One. I think probably there are students of political science, teachers, they must be aware about this competitive federalism. There is, because competition always gives impetus for growth. Where there is no competition, there is no growth. That is there. So this is a competitive federalism. This is a federal country. And every state now, as I say about Professor Party was telling, the university has started competing with each other. That's what that's a very good. I think probably that's a good thing that is happening. So also there is a competition going on in this country among the states, which can attract more FDIs, which can attract more technology. That is fine. That is fine. If you look, where do you stand here with regard to that? Do you know that Odisha, maybe after 24 years, we are a low middle income economy. Low middle income economy. Very recently we have passed the low income status. Since, despite again, the 11th largest size so far the population is concerned, 14th largest so far the size of the economy is concerned, but still we are lagging behind so far the per capita is concerned. Per capita income is far below than that of the national income, national average. That is what I say. So we have to go miles to go. We have to go very fast. We have to formulate strategies. How can we do that? Now, one report that I am going to make the students researchers aware about this. Because research in order to build a career in research, what is required? Look, Niti Aayog has declared the report, announces the report every year in 2024. They also given a report about the innovation index of this country. Do you know where our state stands? What is the position of Odisha there? It stands at the 16th number out of the 17 major states. Only Chhattisgarh is behind us. The rest of the states are above us. Earlier, when in 2019 started, we were in the position of 12. Now we have come down to 16th position out of 17 major economies. Now Karnataka, Telangana, Maharashtra, Delhi, Haryana, look at their performance. Even the average, the index that is being prescribed is 14.2. But whereas Odisha has secured only 11.4, nobody is able to touch the average. And we have very competitiveness, innovation, everything that we talk about, but where do we stand? Let's look at the global innovation index if you have that for two. Look, where do India stands? In 2015, it was 81st, 81 rank. Now, by this time, 2024, it has come to, who can say it? It is 39th position. A leap of, that is a leap probably, you say, it's a leap probably to 42 ranks ahead. progressing, going ahead, what happened to this state? We are known for intellectual pursuits. Odias are basically known across the country for their intellectual pursuits. But what is happening? So that's a big question. And in order to become a high income economy, even middle income economy, because we know how the environment is volatile and at any point of time it is slide to again low income economy. Unless we maintain it. So that is also a question. What is the strategies and what are the potentials? This is to be deliberated. This is the intent of this conflict, wherein the academic leaders are here. They have to take a call on this. We talk about yesterday evening. I was just talking to one of my good friends, whom I consider also my younger brother, who is involved in policy making. I just inquired one question. After my dinner, I was going around. I asked him about that. What exactly is happening? What type of decisions you are taking with regard to research? He misunderstood me. If at all he is here, my request is that it is not, I'm not possible accusing someone here. It's about I surprised to see, sir, PM Musami paisa asithila, ame se paisa ko ame south, north, west, east करके बांटी है. Contact Meru. What is the meaning of Meru? It's a multidisciplinary research-intensive university. So it is the now. Have you verified the research credentials of these universities, their research profile, their research prospects? So unless distributing money is not a solution. So you see about, if I say, I want Central University Jharkhand to be transformed into a multidisciplinary research-intensive university, maybe 15 years, 20 years down the line. Overnight it cannot happen. It's time, maybe 15, 20 years, but the journey must start it from today. It's about policy making. I have to see that how many crores of rupees I have brought in as my research projects in consultancy. When I recruit, I always see 50% teachers must be engaged in teaching. 50% maybe for research again. So that is what I say when I interview. I always look at the research profile. Whether they can really collaborate, do some research work or not. And gradually you have to build the research infrastructure. You have to go for collaboration. There are many more things. Whether in Odisha, one or two universities, because if I have money limited resources, you cannot distribute it like this. You have to identify one or two universities which can be transformed into multidisciplinary teaching from research intensive universities. Because it gets huge money. And for that, have you really decided it? Whether the policy makers or any policy maker in academics, are they involved in this? Do you understand what are the criteria, what Meru requires? When other states will have a Meru, where will be Meru means I it's about research universities. Do we have? See, for example, I tell you, it requires how many research professors are engaged, how many mentors, Bhatnagar awardee, Infosys awardee, ICSSR National Fellows, ICHR, ICPR, are they engaged? So their engagement is also very essential. Engagement with the institutions, that is also essential. Have you planned it? Have you strategized this? No. I think probably that is there. Some of the Chandrasekhar Award also, many people are here, whether they are invited here or not, I don't have it. I see about, during my last 2 months back, I was in America, I just went around some universities. I surprised to see their laboratories there, the way they are working, the dedication, the commitment of the research professors there. What sort of laboratories they are? So that is what is my concern is that this postdoctoral research fellows, whether how many are not there, so that also they have to see the opportunities now. Another aspect is that if we have been listening it and we also aware about 2024 budget, about the setting of Anusandhan Research Foundation, National Research Foundation that has been set up. We know the mandates, but have you analyzed in the state there are the things which are required, that is training, skilling. There are many priority areas of the uh, government. Example I tell you, quantum mission. Very good professors, those who are leading the country are ODS. Quantum mission. You talk about this. Odisha is doing, of course, good work in that. In defense. So far the drone is concerned. So that is there. Space sector, energy. I can see there are 17 goals of sustainable development goals. Do they not research areas? I talk about this when I surprised in Odisha. You see, Odisha is today's Odisha's economic strength, if you look at it, because of our geological strength. Whatever we have on this below the earth, our mines, minerals, etc., because of that, maybe wrong use of that or rightful use of that, we have achieved this one because of that. But we are very equally strong in our geography. You know the water resources we have, the agriculture, the forest, the coastline. There are many more things we have to offer. We have number of ports. Once there is a convergence of this geology and geography, we can emerge as a economic superpower. So whether we have dedicated economic corridor from those areas to bring it, question is that. So we are searching for that. Now, quite like the great fast. That is, we discussed, two persons were discussing about the resources. The money is not available. I think about Madhumika, my batchmate is sitting here, and when we are appearing for this competition, once she told me about that, if I become a vice chancellor, I will develop laboratories for this project, from these projects, sponsored projects. That's a very fantastic idea. That's a very good idea. But the late projects come, then only you will be able to develop the laboratories. So that is what you say, projects. And do you really appreciate, as a vice chancellor, I ask this question to my fellow vice chancellors here. I always say to my faculty members when they graduate, अरे ये मत सोचो कि भाई मैं जो बाहर बैठा हूँ कि मेरे इर्द गिर्द जो घूम रहे हैं यहाँ पर सारे यूनिवर्सिटी के काम कर रहे हैं, दिख रहे हैं हर जगह, किसी के सामने आते ही नहीं हैं, और जो दिख रहे हैं वही और जो दिख नहीं रहे हैं वही। इनका ज़्यादा अभी बताओ कि यूनिवर्सिटी बनाने के लिए इसके पास के कौन जिम्मेदार है भाई, यही पर वो जो नहीं दिख रहे हैं वहाँ पर they are sitting in the laboratories, they are working, their contributions should not be वो को ही हमको देखना पड़ेगा कि जो मैंने रिसर्च जो मैंने सेटल इन्वॉल्व होते they are equally important for us, equally important for this university, both more important for us. बाकी ये जो कमाओ खट्टा मुंडे के लिए होगा, मुंडा खट्टे के लिए हो कमाओ, बेटा से मुंडा खट्टे खट्टा मुंडे के लिए बोले कमाओ, बहुत लोग अच्छा इससे बड़ा तो important एक भी important, एक ही सीट वगैरह के ऑर्गेनाइज करेगा important, I say this is in terms of post to become a vice chancellor or become somewhere. Unless you do this one, you can't do it. See, capital expenditure that you have resources. But one thing that very honestly I tell you about the culture, and I tell you, I see as another thing, all these colleges which are converted to universities, what exactly has happened is that there is a lack of culture. So the university culture is different. Research orientation is missing hugely from there. Here you don't find it there. Only 10 years, 15 years are already passed. But you don't find it there. And one thing should not be consumed. You see, there is a PhD one and there is a project one. The rules are different. PhD, the regulations are defined by UGC, and to my surprise, Santosh Abu is here. I just have not permitted to speak that many universities have violated the UGC regulation in the state, because I violated. I communicated with some of our vice chancellors here. The problem is that. So, PhD on that. But more important is that after that the projects, whether project management capability has been developed, policy has been formulated, it is not there. One thing is that ideas generation. So what exactly we have done is we have formed a virtual research and discussion forum for crowdsourcing of ideas on one topic, one big topic. So crowdsourcing of ideas is also an important aspect. The research is a thinking one. Unless we have thought leaders in the campus, we must give space and facilities for that one. And so far the recognition and rewards are concerned. One thing that I always speak about research is cooperation in spirit, collaboration in action, combination of ideas for co-creation and mutuality. That is important, that is the number. And research has become nowadays interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary. So you should also start a center for facilitating this interdisciplinary. So we talk about student of business, we talk about sales. These are fintech. We talk about logistics. So enough IT application is there. So it becomes interdisciplinary. So universities need to do all that one. There are a lot of collaboration, and this is a very good platform. I think I must thank again for this platform, for this deliberation, for all these things, and where you can find out the ideas, the things, the ways, aptitude. See, I see it about that. You must have heard about IMPRESS, the Impactful Policy Research, introduced by ICSSR. I was in the review committee, I was taking it. You were surprised I found from public university the proposals are very less. From Odisha also very less. And for this private university I found a lot of proposals have come. Milila, no milila, the other apply it to surprise. So need to give center compulsory apply karibo nahale hobo nai kete GST first to asila kon asila it must be reviewed every month and there should be a task on this. Sure. Thank you very much for inviting me. I took a lot of time of yours because this is a irresistible offer. I think this is a irresistible offer. So thank you very much. Thank you very much.
धन्यवाद सर आपणकर बहुमूल्य मतामत और सहयोग पाई प्रोफेसर भास्कर बेहेरा से वर्तमान बायोसाइंस एंड बायोटेक्नोलॉजी विभाग प्रोफेसर भाव कार्यरत अधुना से फकीरमोहन विश्वविद्यालय स्नातकोत्तर परिषद अध्यक्ष भाव अवस्थापित अच्छा प्राणी विज्ञान निष्ठापर गवेषक भाव से परिचित यही अवसर में प्रोफेसर भास्कर बेहेरा अध्यक्ष स्नातकोत्तर परिषद को आनुष्ठानिक धन्यवाद देवाई अनुरोध कर
समस्त नमस्कार शुभ सकाल माननीय प्रोफेसर विजयभूषण दास महोदय कुलपति केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय झारखंड सम्मानस्पद कुलपति प्रोफेसर संतोष कुमार त्रिपाठी फकीरमोहन विश्वविद्यालय उपस्थित राज्य तथा राज्य विभाग समस्त कुलपति महोदय उपस्थित समस्त डायरेक्टर जातीय गवेषणा संस्था उपस्थित समस्त अध्यक्ष अनुबंधित महाविद्यालय फकीरमोहन विश्वविद्यालय एस्टीम मेंबर्स ऑफ ओडिशा हायर एजुकेशन काउंसिल उपस्थित बालेश्वर समस्त मान्यगण्य व्यक्ति विशेष माननीय कुलसचिव वित्त नियंत्रक परीक्षा नियंत्रक फकीरमोहन विश्वविद्यालय मोर समस्त अध्यापक अध्यापिका कर्मचारी वृंद एवं गणमाध्यम प्रतिनिधि तथा उपस्थित मोर प्रिय समस्त छात्र छात्री मु सर्वप्रथमे गौरवान्वित जे हमारा परम सौभाग्य आम आज जहाँ पाई मुख्य अतिथि भाव से होती प्रोफेसर क्षितिभूषण दास कुलपति झारखंड स्थित केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय से आम पाखे जोगदे गवेषणा समेत प्रासंगिकता संपर्कित तथ्य उत्पन्न वक्तव्य की आम धन्य अवसर में प्रोफेसर दास महोदय को आंतरिक धन्यवाद आमर ये गवेषणा सम्मेलन में अंशग्रहण करी एक समृद्ध गवेषणा परंपरा निर्देशना परिवेशन करने सहित गवेषणात्मक मीमांसा वितरण कर समस्त विश्वविद्यालय प्रतिपक्षवृंद को यही अवसर में आंतरिक धन्यवाद और कृतज्ञता जनाऊँ। ICR सिफा ICR C3 NRI प्रकार OIT JSI कोलकाता गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया प्रमुख जातीय गवेषणा संस्था ये गवेषणा सम्मेलन में अंशग्रहण पूर्वक राष्ट्र निर्माण क्षेत्र में निज निजर उल्लेखनीय योगदान संपर्कित सुझाव देते हेतु आपण निकट आंतरिक धन्यवाद और कृतज्ञता जनाऊँ। सेहीपरि भाव में ITR चांदीपुर PXC चांदीपुर गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया एते अंशग्रहण कर किपरि विज्ञान और प्रযুক্তি विद्यार मार्गदर्शन लाभ कर प्रतिरक्षा सामर्थ्य विकसित कराଯାଇଛି तार प्रदर्शित पूर्वक एक जातीय गौरव वृद्धि करने हेतु आपण निकट आंतरिक धन्यवाद और कृतज्ञता ज्ञापन। शेष में अदम्य साहस एक महत्व उद्देश्य निजर नूतन पाद को टेकी नहीं गवेषणा सम्मेलन सफलता निमंते बहु श्रमदान कर आम विश्वविद्यालय प्रिय मोर अंतर धन्यवाद और कृतज्ञता समस्त फोन धन्यवाद वंदे प्रजननी जय जय।
बर्तमान एठारे उपस्थित समस्त को अनुरोध करुच्ची दंडायमान पूर्वक ओडिशा जातीय संगीत को सम्मान प्रदर्शन करने।
वन्दे
ଏ ଅଧିବେଶନର ପରିସମାପ୍ତି ପୂର୍ବରୁ ମୁଁ ଏକ ବିଶେଷ ଘୋଷଣା କରିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛି। ଆମ ଗଣରୁ ଗତକାଲି ଆମର ଜଣେ ସହକର୍ମୀ କୁଳପତି ତଥା ଯୁବ କୁଳପତି ପ୍ରଫେସର ସଞ୍ଜୟ ଶତପଥୀ ବିଦାୟ ନେଇଛନ୍ତି, ତାଙ୍କର ଦେହାନ୍ତ ହେଇଛି। ମୁଁ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଅନୁରୋଧ କରିବି, ସମସ୍ତେ ନିଜ ନିଜ ଜାଗାରେ ଠିଆ ହୋଇ 1 ମିନିଟ୍ ପାଇଁ ନିରବ ପ୍ରାର୍ଥନା କରିବେ। ओम शांति शांति शांति।
ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଉଦ୍ଘାଟନୀ ସଭାର ପରିସମାପ୍ତ ଘୋଷଣା କରିବା ପାଇଁ ମୁଁ କୁଳପତି ପ୍ରଫେସର ସନ୍ତୋଷ କୁମାର ତ୍ରିପାଠୀ ମହୋଦୟଙ୍କୁ ପରବର୍ତ୍ତୀ
ଏ ଅଧିବେଶନର ପରିସମାପ୍ତି ଘୋଷଣା କରାଗଲା। ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ।
ମୁଁ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ପେଟେଣ୍ଟ ଆଣ୍ଡ ପ୍ରଡକ୍ଟ କର୍ଣ୍ଣର ଉଦ୍ଘାଟନ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ସମ୍ମାନନୀୟ କୁଳପତି ପ୍ରଫେସର ସନ୍ତୋଷ କୁମାର ତ୍ରିପାଠୀ ମହୋଦୟଙ୍କୁ ଏବଂ ଝାରଖଣ୍ଡ କେନ୍ଦ୍ରୀୟ ବିଶ୍ୱବିଦ୍ୟାଳୟ କୁଳପତି ପ୍ରଫେସର ବିକିଭୂଷଣ ଦାସ ମହୋଦୟଙ୍କୁ ଅନୁରୋଧ କରୁଛି।
ଘୋଷଣାରେ ସାମାନ୍ୟ ପରିବର୍ତ୍ତନ କରୁଛି। ଏକା କୌଣସି କାର୍ଯ୍ୟକ୍ରମର ଉଦ୍ଘାଟନ କରିବା ଉଚିତ ନୁହେଁ। ତେଣୁ ମୋର ସମସ୍ତ ସହକର୍ମୀ କୁଳପତିମାନେ ଆସିଲା ପରେ ଆମେ ଉଦ୍ଘାଟନ କରିବା।
ପଛ
volunteers assigned with the task to recognize our jury members and please present the ORC gifts to them.
হ্যালো জল দিয়া